Petroglyphs are about 2 hours from the Twin Cities metro. Many people may have never even heard of them, but they include carvings that are as old as 7,000 years. Amazing. And as recent as 250. The Minnesota Historical Society recently unveiled its new exhibit and its updated visitor center. And to talk all about it, Mikalah Harder joins us now from the Minnesota Historical Society. Mikalah, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Listen, I'm not going to lie, I had never heard of Jeffers until I read an article on NPR yesterday. It's absolutely fascinating, and I'm sorry that I haven't visited before. Tell us about this incredible monument.
Yeah, this really is a bit of a hidden gem in Minnesota's backyard. We're located in southwest Minnesota. But Jeffers Petroglyphs is an active sacred site and a historic site. Ever since folks were in what we call Minnesota, people were here and they found Jeffers Petroglyphs right away. It's a large rock outcrop in the middle of the prairie. You can see behind me, we have an artist rendition of it. So think of a beautiful big red rock that's peeking in and out of the prairie. And you can see that here and walk on that rock and see the over 8,000 carvings that are here.
All right, so like I said, the earliest carvings date back to 7,000 years ago. The most recent were made some 250 years ago, but the images include corn, bison, thunderbirds, turtles. Some of the carvings even align with the solstices, but this is interesting too. Others repeat images found at sites as far away as Ontario, Georgia, and Washington State. Talk to me about that.
Right, so we're on Dakota homeland, so definitely Dakota people and their ancestors were here and carved here, but we see imagery on the rock face that's repeated on other items and in rock art sometimes across North America. So this place really was a destination place and important to many Native nations across North America.
Why was it there? I mean, why are these petroglyphs there in that location in Comfrey, Minnesota?
Right, I think because we have our cities where we're at now and our roads, it can be easy now to think that this place is kind of in the middle of nowhere. But historically, this high, dry place would have been in the middle of beautiful rolling prairies and many wetlands. And so it would have been a visible place and kind of like a dry highway. So this was a known place that people traveled to, and it was chosen to be a place where knowledge was kept. We've worked with the Native elders for many years, and they've taught us to really think about this place more like a library. This is knowledge that is being kept here and to be shared here, and that is a tradition that continues to today.
And how do you guys in the daily business of running the visitor center and welcoming visitors in, how do you honor that Dakota heritage?
Yeah, this new exhibit really is a great step in honoring that. We've got many more Indigenous voices in this exhibit. Our multimedia piece has interviews with elders that we've worked with in the past, as well as Native community members we worked with more recently, and tribal historic preservation officers who have gotten to share what this place means to them, as well as beautiful art like the mural behind me done by Holly Young, a Dakota artist, that really shows how there's such a through line of the carvings out here from a long time ago all the way through today. Those symbols are still used today, and this is still an actively used sacred place.
I imagine from, looking at these drawings, bringing in experts, bringing in people of the Dakota Nation, that you're able to piece together stories. What is the history that these stories are telling you?
Yeah, many things. So because this place has been used since people could be in what we call Minnesota, there's a long timeline of carvings and many different nations that came here, but we know they represent stories and teaching stories, and there's maps out there and so much that would take, as I like to refer, Jim Rock was in our video, and he said in the video that lifetimes are not enough to understand this place. So we have bits and pieces to start to illuminate that story, but there's so much there that we can't understand fully yet.
Yeah, it's so incredible. So if I go there, if I visit the petroglyphs, can I actually walk it and touch it? I mean, how close can I get? How big is it? How long is it going to take me to get through?
Yeah, so the rock is on the ground. So you'll be able to walk on the rock. It's a very tough rock. And it's actually a part of a rock ridge that's 23 miles long. And just the section we're on is what we get to show. And it has the highest concentration of petroglyphs. So we have tours every hour on the half hour. You can come out and take a guided tour, which is helpful because it can be tricky to see those carvings, but we have some tools to help pull out those images. And we'll give the context of the carvings and the story out there. And then inside, you can cool off and learn more and watch that video.
Yeah, so incredible. And you've included, you mentioned it there, but with this new expanded visitor center, the remodel of the visitor center, you're highlighting the work of more than 20 contemporary artists, including that mural of a giant buffalo hide, dozens of artifacts retrieved from the Minnesota Historical Society archives. So there's a lot to see inside as well with these updates that you've done to the visitor center. But I also wanted to mention you have free admission day coming up on June 27th, as well as several other events that I saw on your Facebook page.
Yeah, we are busy with events throughout the summertime, so you can check our website and Facebook. But yes, June 27th, the Minnesota Historical Society across all our sites has a free day. And we chose that day just so we could celebrate the opening of the exhibit. So we're open Saturdays from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. But the specific celebrations will be from like 1 to 3 p.m. on that 27th day.
Yeah, just incredible. Yeah, I'm just in awe of what is at our fingertips here in Minnesota, and many people don't even realize. It's about a 2-hour drive from Minneapolis. It's southwest Minnesota, west of Mankato. So, Mikalah Harder, I appreciate you joining us to talk about the Jeffers petroglyphs.
Thank you so much.